Hey cool kids, welcome back to my channel. I'm Josandi, and today we will be taking a journey through my 2023 reading journal. This is my second year doing a reading journal. My first year, I absolutely fell in love. The one thing I will say is that I felt kind of limited because I only was journaling after finishing a book, and I found it so soothing, like so therapeutic. So this year, I think I'm gonna make my reading journal a little bit more flexible, allow myself to do a lot more in there. But with that being said, I did repeat a lot of the spreads from last year's journal. If I can figure out how to do that little corner thing, I'll put it there. And if not, it'll be down in the description below. But I did recently do a flip through of my 2022 reading journal. So if you're interested in that, you can look down below. But without further delay, let's get into my 2023 reading bullet journal. All right, this is my journal. This is the B. Harris journal. Look at how cute she is. And look at the back. Beautiful. All right, we'll get started right away. So this is my name page. I decided to cover it with stickers. And obviously my name, just for funsies. This is a bunch of sticker collections that I've been holding on to. And I have my cover page, and notably here, flawless, nearly perfect, generally enjoyed, meh, would not recommend. So these are my ratings that I'm going to be using this year, just to kind of have an idea of whether I like the book or not. And this is going to be my theme that I'm using. It's like a rainbow but with black, so should be interesting. These are my yearly stats, so I'm going to put here what I read every month just to kind of keep track. The one thing I do regret is that I didn't put a place like for totals. So I'm going to put the books that I read physically, the books that I read on audio, ebook if I read any, but I don't really read ebooks. Maybe I'll invest in a Kindle, who knows, but I like physical books because I'm growing my library. But the worst thing that I can do is I will just put my totals somewhere on this page, maybe like this corner. So these are my yearly stats, and then I tried to do each color matching a holiday in that month. And I have my bookshelfie. This is my favorite one of the entire year. I'm gonna do the same thing I did last year. When I finish a book, I'll color in the color of the cover of the book, and then I'll put the name in on each of these empty spaces. And yeah, I don't really have much else to say about this except that I'm so excited about this letter, the way I did it. It moves. I'm so excited about this. I wanted it to be realistic, and I will give you a little example of what I did. So I cut off the piece of paper, one row here and one row here. And then I took the paper and I kind of like put it in between like this, and I glued the top and the bottom to the ladder. So that was really fun. I'm manifesting my dream bookshelf here. This is my daily reading tracker, so I want to keep track of what days I read and what days I didn't read, and it'll help me like see how long it's taking me to read a book, because I plan on changing the color every time I read a book. So I'll do like red, and then let's say I finish the book on the 3rd, then I'll change on the 4th to a different color, just to kind of see how long it's taking me to read things. Here's my book of the month page. I did this last year, so I'll put all the covers of the books that I choose for each month, and then obviously it goes to July, August, and September. And I made this just with some washi tape and a sticker that had to glue on because the washi tape was glittery. Here I have my books bought in the year, so I plan on just writing them on each line when I buy the books. And I made not 2 pages, but 3 pages, just so that I can fit any books that I read. But I'm really trying to do this thing this year where I read at least 3 books before I buy a new one, because I really want to get through with all the books that I currently own. Then I have my reading challenges coming up. So I did make these out of all the covers of books that I printed out last year. I always print out doubles, but some of them I don't use, so I just figured that would be a cute background. This is my A to Z challenge here, so like ideally read a book with each letter of the alphabet. And then here I have my book bingo, which I tried to do things that I would actually do. This is Read the Rainbow, so I plan on reading a book with the cover each color. So what I'll do is, like, let's say I read a purple book, I'll paste the purple book cover here, and etc, etc. So hopefully this will be cute. And honestly, I wanted to point out here, like, it's okay to make mistakes. Like, you'll see these lines here, that's because the other pages see through. But what I did was I just covered it up, and then I ended up adding the pink. So, you know, it's okay to make mistakes. It still looks cute. Here is my Reading to Zero challenge. So I just wanted to like make sure that I start next year with less unread books than I started this year, which I didn't accomplish last year, but that's okay. And it continues on to the next page. And then I also have here my Stephen King page. I don't own all these books, but these are the first 25 books that he has published. I'm trying to read all his books in order of publication. So the first 25 of them, and I've already read the first one last year. Then we move on into monthly pages. So obviously I set these up after having like made all my spreads for the month. So I only have January right now. And I did want to get into like scrapbooking a little bit. So I did use some scrapbooking pages. And then this is like my own handwriting. And yeah. Here I plan on putting all of the book covers that I have, but then I got a new printer, which I will show you right now. So this is the Canon Ivy, and essentially what this does is you can print out minis, and I plan on putting the minis on the page. But the thing is that these papers are way bigger than my usual covers. So they are 2 by 3, and the covers that I printed last year were like this tiny. So I ended up having to add more pages to add the book covers. So I made this spread, and basically like they'll just kind of be added on top. So yeah, that's what I plan on doing with this page. And then we move forward into my reading spreads. So yeah, that's all I have for you. We'll keep updating as the months go on, and thank you for watching. That's a wrap! I hope you guys enjoyed this. I am really loving the bullet journal and reading journal journey. It's kind of like a tongue twister, huh? And anyways, I hope you guys are too. Stay tuned for more like this, more about my reading journal. Make sure you hit that like button, and if you made it this far, leave me a juice box emoji because I've been totally obsessed with juicy juice. Not sponsored, but I wish I was.